Hey everybody, it's Ken Perry with Broker Knowledge Group, and this week I wanted to get Dave Savage again for you because we just had a great response last time you were here. I think you gave everybody some great tips, and so I want to ask you some more questions about, you know, really bringing that quality to your borrower when you do loans.
Love to be here. Had a great time.
Awesome.
Let's do it.
All right, perfect. So what I want to talk about this week is, you know, I'm paying attention to a lot of loan officers' production lately, and I've been looking at some production numbers. What I noticed is a lot of people who were, you know, really amazing, you know, they're not doing as many loans, but they're still at the top of the list. People who are not so amazing, they're not doing as many loans, and they've really dropped and stayed at the bottom of the list. But very few people take it and go from that middle range and become the top producer of the company.
Right.
And what I want to do is somehow find a way that we can help people really have that as their challenge, you know, taking it from where I am right now and really, you know, tearing the roof off of what I've been doing. So I'm hoping you can give some people a lot of good advice on going from, you know, good loan officer to great loan officer to deserve more business.
No problem. So here's what it is. I talked last time about your beliefs, your attitude. It's all right between the ears. Again, same thing goes for that, only it's standards. Some people have standards of averageness, good, and some people have standards of greatness. And it has to do with that point of sale conversation. It has to do with the quality of your application. So first, before we get into those details, let's talk about what is the difference between good and great. And not only as a loan officer in the mortgage industry, but let's look outside of our industry. Let's look at, for instance, the Container Store. It's pretty well documented. There's a lot of stories out there, and I'll even provide you some that you can, you know, we can give you a post. But it's well documented. The Container Store has broken it down that the value difference between a good employee and a great employee, it's 3 times.
Jeez.
So I mean, it's 300%. And by the way, the Container Store, that's why they pay double. In the retail space, they pay $20 an hour. The industry average is $10 an hour.
Jeez.
So, but they, again, it's all about great is worth 3 times the value of good. Same thing in the mortgage industry. Good loan officers who deliver a good point of sale experience close 3, maybe some markets 5 loans a month. Great, 10, 15, 20, 30. You know, so the difference between good and great is 300%. So at the point of sale, how good are you or how great are you? Do you know how to calculate income? And are you having that conversation with your borrowers? Do you take a good application? Do you know underwriting guidelines? Do you ask great questions? Do you provide a deliverable like I talked about last week, a total cost analysis? You know, all about standards. Go from good to great and your business will triple. So the answer is it's all about standards. It's not about rates. You know, yeah, rates are going to give you a little shot in the arm. They're going to take you from 3 loans a month maybe to 5 or 6. But if you change your standards and you say, you know what, I'm going to be great at the point of sale. I'm going to know how to calculate income. I'm going to know guidelines. I'm going to ask great questions. I'm going to deliver an amazing point of sale presentation to my clients. Your business will triple.
When you talk about guidelines, I mean, how much does it cost for somebody to learn all the guidelines for all the different lenders?
0.
No money at all.
Instead of watching TV at night, read the guidelines.
So
or better yet, read the guidelines while you watch TV at night.
There you go, because you really don't have to pay attention to who's getting voted off until the very last rose ceremony, right? I mean,
no.
Yeah. So, I mean, you guys, when I first got in the business back in 1998 as a loan officer, they gave me all the guidelines. I went home and just read guidelines all night long.
Right.
And I'm a little geeky, you know, I do like reading laws and stuff, but I read the guidelines, and when I got back to work as a brand new loan officer with no training, I was able to tell people, you know, confidently what we can expect out of a loan transaction because I had already read it.
No doubt about it. Just, again, go within your office, look at some of the leaders in the industry. Jeremy Forcier, I bring up his name a lot. He's a great sales guy. He's a very gifted communicator, but you know what? He knows his guidelines. You know, so again, details matter, great applications matter.
Yeah. So let me leave you guys with a challenge for this week. Your challenge is to go from good to great, and your step 1 on that is to call your lenders. So this week, get your lenders on the phone and say, hey, you know, I'm really interested in learning your guidelines. I'm interested in learning how to calculate income. You know, a seminar doesn't have to be continuing education for it to be of value to you, right? A lot of people are looking for that CE, but you should be attending 1 class a week, 1 class at least every other week, if it's an hour, 2-hour webinar, anything, to grow your knowledge. So your challenge for this week is to call your lenders, get, you know, some help with calculating tax returns, figure out what they're looking for, what they're looking at, dive into their guidelines, but they will help you if you call them. And that way, that next bar you get on the phone will think this kid was amazing, because they knew everything, you know, before it happened. So anyway, that's a good challenge for this week.
No doubt. The only thing I would add to that, I mean, all champions, all great performers, they love knowledge, and they love taking that knowledge and putting it into action. So again, put that knowledge to action and consume that content.
Good stuff. All right, you guys have a great week. Go out there and get more business. That's what we're all about. So
take care, everybody.
Thanks for watching.